Mr. Rodriguez, if you are ready, please begin your testimony.
Thank you, Chairwoman Hayes and Ranking Member Bacon, as well as distinguished committee members, for the invitation to testify today. I'm grateful to share my perspective on the levels of food insecurity in my community and how critically important nutrition distribution programs are to assist. The Community Food Bank of New Jersey is a member of Feeding America, the largest hunger relief network in the country, a network of more than 200 food banks and over 60,000 local partner agencies. This network helped provide 6.6 billion meals to tens of millions of people in need last year. Like our sister food banks across the country, the Community Food Bank of New Jersey works to fight hunger by engaging, educating, and empowering our community. We provide food for immediate need, connect families with critical financial resources, and address root causes of hunger. We work across sectors to create food security for all, and work with a wide variety of private and federal food sources to secure donated and purchased essential groceries. Through this large, decentralized grassroots networks of more than 800 community-based feeding programs, in 2021, we distributed food to support more than 85 million meals in 15 of the 21 New Jersey counties, where 800 residents struggle with food insecurity, including 200 children. In the circumstances we face today, there is more uncertainty in front of us than stability. I want to be clear that despite the significant actions that have been taken, our concerns about the charitable food supply keeping pace with need are serious. Anytime there's a natural disaster or economic crisis, low-income families and individuals are the last to recover. Although the overall statistics of our national economy have rebounded with low unemployment, the families we serve are still on a longer road to recovery, particularly as the direct pandemic relief measures phase out. During an early pandemic distribution, I met a mom of two and a caretaker for her own elderly mom. Marissa was on a miles-long line for emergency food assistance. Having been furloughed from her job at a daycare a few months before, her savings were enough to pay for 2 months' rent and expenses before she found herself running critically low on funds. She was unsure what the future would hold for her family when she turned to the food bank for help. She told us, right now, we're just living day by day. The struggles of our neighbors and food bank challenges continue to be complicated, not just by current supply chain disruptions and temporary increases in food prices. These challenges are both felt across the food bank network. Feeding America reports that cost to transport donated food has increased 20% since last year. Our own transport costs jumped 34% in a single year due to COVID. COVID has dramatically altered the mix of food that we source. A drop in donations necessitated dramatic increase in food purchases, 58% nationally, and our own food purchases more than tripled in a single year. For these reasons, our national network of food banks has requested, and I encourage this committee to support, an additional $900 million for TEFAP in fiscal year 22 spending legislation. With investment from federal government, the United States has the potential not just to emerge from this crisis stronger and better positioned to meet the evolving needs of our communities, but towards ending hunger in America. We applaud the actions taken by Congress and USDA, and a special thank you to Secretary Vilsack for his heartfelt note last night, which have been critical to support communities and families since the start of the pandemic. Bipartisan federal intervention and an unprecedented response from the charitable food system helped prevent food insecurity from increasing even higher in 2020. We will overcome supply chain challenges, but to achieve the reality of people in America not facing hunger, we have to commit with increased fervor. There were tens of millions of people in America facing hunger before the pandemic, and that is still true today. Yet, as stated, an unprecedented response can achieve significant change. The most significant source of USDA foods is the Emergency Food Assistance Program, or TEFAP. It smooths out volatility that the pandemic-related supply chain challenges have caused. It provides a stable source of food for the network. Today, TEFAP offers more than 120 foods. It is the backbone of charitable food system, with an impact that is felt across every state in the country. The food banks and Feeding America Network are uniquely capable of working to reduce food insecurity through 40 years of growing our capacity, building public and private partnerships, responding to numerous crises, and driving innovation. We've certainly seen a lot. I hope my testimony and the questions I'm open to answering has demonstrated the critical value of USDA food programs, TEFAP chief among them, to the work food banks do to address and prevent hunger among our neighbors. TEFAP's stabilizing effect on the food supply as a reliable source of nutritious food for families in need has never been more important. Thank you.